Okay. Hey, I'm Georgia,
And Caleb from Birds
and this is Records in Our Life.
with northerntransmissions.com.
I've lived my life so perfectly.
Yeah, I was gonna say a good kicking point off of what album you guys bonded over, or what album as a child like you influenced you to start playing music. Like what you heard a certain album, and right away I knew I wanted to perform or sing or play guitar or piano. That was the record.
Yeah.
That,
For me, the first album that really got me into, well, kind of gave me the idea that I could write music was actually a Kiwi artist called Brooke Fraser, her first album. And it's called What to Do with Daylight, by the way. Yeah, just, I don't know, I fell in love with like what she was singing about, how she sang really sad songs, and it was actually my dad that kind of told me, you know, that she writes all her own music. She started writing when she was really young, and I must have been like 10 at the time, and I was like, oh, well,
I should be writing music.
why
yeah.
aren't I writing music? and I don't know, it was just that weird comment, no, well, not weird, just that random comment from Dad that made me just want so bad to be good at writing music. And yeah, I just started, I played like a little bit of guitar at the time, so I just started writing on guitar, taught myself piano later, and started writing on piano, and just kind of got addicted to expressing myself through writing music, and it became less of a hobby and more of a necessity in my life after a while. Yeah, but I think that's the album that really changed me from a performer of music or wanting to be a singer to wanting to be a writer.
Hold on to me, it's never enough, never complete. Tell me
I think one that got me really excited about music was Hail to the Thief by Radiohead. That's probably my favourite record from them. Apart from that, I can't really pick a favourite from them, because I love all their stuff so much. But just like, I think that what got me really excited about beats and rhythms and things like that. I think because it's so heavily reliant on the rhythms of things, and I don't know, it's just like when you put it on, it just turned on another part of my brain that I didn't really know was there, and like I could hear every single part like quite clearly. And I like music that does that is everything. I like clarity.
don't want your opinion.
Do you want me to talk about another album?
Yeah.
Cool. Another album that's probably one of my favourite albums of all time.
It is.
It's
Your
definitely
favourite.
my favourite album of all time. Is Haunted Man by Bat for Lashes.
singer.
Yeah, amazing singer, amazing songwriter. For me, she is like just kind of tells stories in her music in such a beautiful way, and she uses like such interesting ways, like songwriting, like really fearless songwriting to you know, create these amazing tragic
Right.
songs that, you know, they're so sad, but at the same time they make you feel like quite empowered. And one of my favorite songs of all time is Laura off the album. It's just insanely sad and beautiful, and I think maybe it's because of the profession that we're in as well. Like I just connect with it so much when I'm having like a shit day, pretty much. Yeah, and that I really got into that record when we first started writing music together as Birds, so it really influenced like what I wanted to sing about and how I wanted to sing about my own experiences and feelings and all that jazz.
I think wasn't her last single about someone dying on the way to their wedding? That dies in a
Yeah, I'm really into that record at
so
the moment
dark.
too. But yeah, the whole record is just about like tells the story of a girl that gets pretty much, she's about to get married and then her husband dies on her wedding day, and about like getting over. It's super depressing, so dark, very very sad, which is why I love it, because sadness is like a drug to me. Sad songs.
Inspired.
Yeah. I mean, like, the sadder the song, the more I like it. You know, I think it's like a weird obsession that I had.
You know, I really like happy songs.
Oh, good.
Which brings me to my record that got me really excited about playing music and playing in bands and stuff. After I heard this band, I just wanted to.
Can I guess what it is?
Yeah.
Is it Bombay Bicycle Club?
Which album? There you go.
I had the blues, but I shook them loose.
Yes.
Man,
you
do
go.
I know them or do I know them?
But yeah, I was like, well, as soon as I heard that album and started listening to this band, I was just like, man, I just want to make this kind of music. So I tried really hard and failed pretty badly, quite a lot. But yeah, we were in an indie rock band together.
Can you say
and
the name of the name of the album again?
I Had the Blues, but I Shook Them Loose by Bombay Bicycle Club. But just like, it was so interesting, especially that band, because every record that they've released has been totally different. Like, their second record was, the first one was like a rock album and like indie rock, like dirty, kind of garagey. And then the second was a folk album, fully acoustic. And then the third album was like kind of indie pop, I guess, and heaps of samples and stuff. And it was just great, because it was like I was listening to this band, but as they developed different sounds every time, it just fitted really perfectly with what I was like shifting to as well. So it's just like,
It's cool when you see a band that can do that, that can play
Like-
a bunch of different genres and they still seem to.
every time they bring out
Keep
something
them.
different, I liked it. So I liked it. Really liked it.
Tell me to lose, expect me to lose, push it away, trying some more.
So the last album, like a record you both just basically gravitated to, like maybe
Yeah.
when you first met, or even like today, that's just like
Ever
the both
Gold.
of you.
Evergold, yeah.
There you go.
The greatest hits of ever. I think ABBA was like our first pop influence, because I mean our mum and dad listened to a lot of like, you know, Eagles and singer-songwriter type stuff.
Neil Diamond's pretty pop as
Yeah,
well. But
yeah.
like the structures are so pop and the melodies are so pop.
I think synth pop, yeah, because ABBA was like one of the first like pop groups to really go like full on like synth harmonies, and like I think it's still such a massive part of like the way that we write music as well. Like I know I
and
like to
flawlessly
just
written pop songs.
I know, like they're timeless songs, and like the harmonies are so on point, and that was like a massive thing that I think I almost subconsciously brought into our music. And
Because your mum
Yeah.
made you do choir.
yeah, as my
So
mum,
many years.
my mum just drilled harmonies into me.
Which is also
So-
my
Did you
mum.
learn music from your mom?
My mum taught me to play guitar, and she used to sing with me until I was brave enough to sing by myself
That's great.
in front of people.
You too?
I don't really get taught because I didn't like being taught.
Didn't like being told what to do.
I struggled with getting lessons because no one wanted to do what I wanted to do. No one wanted to teach me what I wanted to learn, so I just
YouTube was
Word.
his teacher.
I'd spend hours on like YouTube and reading like guitar tabs and just learning it myself and trial and error, I guess.
That's pretty much how
And
we
just
write music as well.
and spending way too much time on a guitar and not enough on your schoolwork.
But it
That's-
paid off because we are now musicians.